Coffee Infused Crypto. We're gonna have a quick market update and see where we are on the Bitcoin chart today. So we're gonna discuss two charts of Bitcoin. Please grab your cups of coffee, and if you find this content helpful in any way, please consider subscribing and hitting the thumbs up button. Thank you. So jumping into the 1 hourly time frame, as we have noticed, Bitcoin has been selling off for the past couple of days into the weekend. And if you can notice, we're creating lower highs, lower lows, lower highs, lower lows, step-like pattern until we hit this bottom here. So is this the bottom, or are we gonna have a trend continuation? A trend continuation means taking out this low and continuing to the downside. A reversal means having this as a local bottom and starting to trend to the upside. So we're gonna focus on this area to try to pinpoint what the hell is gonna happen next. So ever since we moved from here, if you notice, we're gonna take the Fibonacci and go all the way to the lowest wick on this trend. If you notice, we have been moving in this area. So we moved all the way to the downside. From here we went, retested the 0.65 Fibonacci retracement. Okay, so and then came back down. The interesting part in this area is that we bottomed at this local bottom here. We created some sort of a support at this red trend line at 27,516, and even though we're creating a higher high, we were creating a high here and the lows here, and then we created a higher high and a higher low, and now we started creating lower highs as we went on forward throughout the hours, creating equal lows, and now we wicked to a lower low. So we're trading into this asymmetrical triangle, as you can notice, from the connecting the bottoms from this low all the way up. So we're supported around this area and here, this area, and even when we wicked, candles closed above this area. So on the short time frame, this is creating a level of support, while the red line is creating a level of resistance, as we definitely hit the 0.65. And we're gonna see, are we gonna go and break this one and break this one into a trend continuation to the downside, or we're gonna break this to the upside and have a reversal confirmation on this low here? So if we take the Fibonacci and draw it from the lower point and try to measure the upside tick of the situation all the way to the higher point. So before we do that, I just want to say, confirm that we have a support around this red line here. So this supported us on many candles throughout the hour. We have another support around this area here where it resisted us exactly at those two candles here, wick of this candle here, and those two wicks around this area. So those two levels are the first primary two levels of resistance and support. Currently they will act as support since we are above them, and the bottom, the lowest one, is the bottom of our move. So now we tend to go and take our Fibonacci retracement tool, take it from the lowest wick all the way to the highest wick here on this move, and as you can see, those two supports coincide exactly with the 0.5 Fibonacci retracement and the 0.65 Fibonacci retracement. So what happened on the downside as well is that we went all the way up to the 0, which is the top of the move, and then came back into our golden zone. So here we wicked into our golden zone, retested, and got supported by the 0.5 all those hours, and dipped deeper into our golden zone, hit our golden pocket, and as soon as we did hit our golden pocket, we slingshot back up into our triangle, asymmetrical triangle. So we got accepted into this asymmetrical triangle. So what I'm waiting for here is within 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5, within up to the next 5 hours, it's possible for us to be trading within this area, and we have 5 hours, or Bitcoin has 5 hours for a decision to either break to the upside. So technical target would be back into the top of the move from here. Anything above that would mean a confirmation of a reversal around this area and creating a higher high formation. And if we broke to the downside, we have to see if the 0.65 is gonna hold us or not. If it didn't, then we will go back into the bottom of this move. So in either cases, if we went back to the bottom of this move, we can have something called a double bottom formation if this holds us, and this would be a bullish formation. So let's say we broke this and then broke this and then went all the way here and got supported again, then we will have maybe trade along this line for a while and then go up. So that would be a bottom here and another bottom here, which is a bullish structure as well. So we have to keep an eye to see on the short term how will that play out for Bitcoin. Again, 5 hours, this is the support, this is the green line is a support we're looking at, and the red line is the resistance we're looking at, and currently we are on top of this red line here, trying to, you know, push to the upside. So that is on the short time frame. As for the bigger time frame, again, I shared this on Twitter this morning. Twitter handle is up in the description. It's gonna be down in the description and up on the profile. Please make sure to follow me. I do update daily there. So this we have targeted this on the bigger time frame. This is the daily, not the hourly. So the zone, so the square here, the red square, which is the top of this accumulation here, and the bottom is the resistance of this move and this move and the support of this move. So that was our golden zone, or the resistance box, the red resistance box. So ever since we started moving from this downside, this down wicks, those down wicks here, if we can again grab our Fibonacci, go from the lowest wick up onto the highest move here. So this is the highest move. Let me remove the magnet. That was the highest move on that move, exactly, local. So we move our Fibonacci, and there you go. The way we Bitcoin played this out is moving from the downside all the way to the local high here. Okay, so and then went all the way back down, retested the golden zone, the golden pocket, this between the 0.5 0.65, and then moved all the way up, creating a higher high. Okay, and then you know, trend continuation to the upside, creating this point here, and again back from the bottom of our red box here. So those wicks around this area, we grabbed a Fibonacci as well, went all the way up from this point to the highest point, and now we are at this current point. What does this tell us? So we are back testing. I'm gonna move this so that you can see. We are testing into our golden area right after an impulsive move to the upside. So this can be just another trend continuation where we get maybe we can get all the way deep down into the bottom of this golden zone and into the golden pocket, and do exactly as we did here, into an impulsive move to the upside. But that's not all. If you can notice, we have this white trend line which is acting as a support. So I'm gonna remove those so that we can see clearer. So here we have, and let's remove this one because that is old. We don't need it at the moment. So we have this here. If you notice this stop here, connecting it with these stops here, and then we have this line was acting as a resistance on this and this and here and even here. So it resisted us, and then until we broke to the upside, and then supported us here upon retest, and then we are right at it, retesting it currently. And if you notice as well, we have had this shoulder, head and shoulder. So that is a bullish inverse head and shoulder is a bullish formation, and as soon as we broke it, we went to the upside. So this was the neckline of this formation, and after we broke it, we are coming back testing this neckline. So this is a huge, if this neckline, this white neckline supports us. Why? Because we always are prone to come back and retest a breakout, and that is exactly what is happening now. Technical move for this to play out when after we break out and retest and all of that, we take the lowest point of the head connected with the neck and drag this up and place it right when we broke out. So that would be the play here. This is where we broke out, and that would be the technical target of this move, and that is telling us it's around $36,300 move. But again, we need to, you know, successfully retest this and get supported by it. So the thing here is that we are supported by this golden zone, which acts as a support anytime we come back from a impulsive move, and then that would be the best buying place or position. And then we are supported by this trend line, which is the neck of the inverse head and shoulders, so that is acting as a support. And to add things and to go a little bit macro and show you something very beautiful, so notice this purple curve, and this I shared on Twitter as well today. So notice this huge curve, which is going with us ever since the last all-time high, and with something that was tested here, supported us here around this area, supported us all the way to bottom, tested here and supported us, and now we are trading here. So I'm expecting us to, even if we went low, to retest this here if it's at the current time, and as we progress forward, this line or this curve will go with us and gets higher values as the days pass by. But why is this purple curve so important? So let's move back into the previous cycle, and this is the previous cycle. All the way from the previous all-time high, this curve has acted in the previous cycle as support, and even at the very bottom, this is the COVID crash, so it's an abnormal black swan event, so it pierced and then got back into it. But again, this purple line held us all the way up into the previous all-time high the first high in the last bull cycle, until we dipped back and created the second higher high on the macro. So this was a support from all the way down into the previous run or previous cycle run. Even if we go lower or back in time in 2018, all the way from this all-time high back then, 19,300, this curve line here has supported us from the tops of the top all the way into the bear market, where we accumulated at the very bottom and then re-wicked here. If you notice, re-wicked here, and let's pull this here, accumulated at the very bottom, re-wicked here, yeah, so, and moved on. So we re-wicked here as well, moved on, and continue to support us until this broke, you know. So if we want to take this from to have an approximation value, if we want to take this move, let's take the ghost feed and take the accumulation from the very low, let's say this accumulation here all the way to the top. So that would be the move from the lowest low to the top. And if we drag it for, you know, just to have an idea, so an approximation, this would be if we try to align this wick here with this wick, because we already had a wick as well. So this move would take us, of course this is not a one-to-one and this will not happen exactly as is, but technically if we have a similar move, that would take us into the 55,000 area, very close to our previous all-time high. So the power of this multi weeks and months parabolic or curve line has been happening over and over again, supporting us through bears and bulls in previous cycles, and we are upon it as well. So we're expecting this to be acting as a support every time we come back and retest it. So the further we move forward, the higher this line would become. That's why any move to the upside after a while of sideways action would be an impulsive parabolic move higher than the ones we've seen before and happening faster than the ones we've seen before. So this is everything for today concerning micro and macro Bitcoin. Please trade safe, or don't ever leverage in current volatile times. And definitely stay safe, stay crypto, and I'll see you tomorrow. Bye bye.